We could not be in better hands, ladies and gentlemen. Not only do we have Curtis, the people's mayor and a superhero, but now, thanks to Father Gerasimos, we have the Lord with us. We're in great shape tonight. I would like to bring up to say a few words someone very, very special to our Republican family, to all New Yorkers, a true leader and a warrior and a dear personal friend of mine. He is a New York State Senator. He is a United States Marine. He is an NYPD Sergeant. And thank God he is Senator Steve Chan. Would Senator Chan please come up?
Thank you, everybody. Good evening. And I know I look kind of small, right? But I am a United States Marine. I am an NYPD police sergeant for 27 years. I did fight criminals all the time as a street cop. I rode with them. And this guy Mamdani, right? He wants to get rid of misdemeanors. Does that mean I can go punch him right in the face? Assault 3? Nobody's gonna tell me, right? Scotty over there, he knows me as a cop, right? Yeah, right? And so I can go, urinate in front of de Blasio's house, which I do, right? Because that's legal, right? So, does that sound ridiculous to you? It sure does to me. And by the way, this guy can't bench press warm-up weight. Me at 58 years old, I can do reps. I can do 6 reps of 10 with those weights. And you know what? I am going to do it. I'm going to call it the Mamdani Challenge. How the hell is he going to fight for New Yorkers if he can't even keep himself in fighting shape? Where does somebody like that find the energy or the vitality to get out there on camera and talk about what's right and what's wrong and what he's going to do for us? He's selling the young people of New York City a fantasy. Reality is very disappointing. Remember when we were young, we came out of high school or college, we had to go to work, we had to pay rent. We struggled, but we did it. Yes. We toiled, we pulled our weight, yes. We weren't a public charge, and we never complained, and we never blamed anybody. Right. That's reality. That's reality. But unfortunately, these kids are watching TV. Oh, look, they're going to Europe. Oh, look how they live. They live $1 million life. They got this and they got that. Reality is disappointing to these kids. It's disappointing. They come out of school, they got to pay for rent, they got to pay for bus, subway, insurance, medical, and they don't get paid a lot of money working for Starbucks, whatever it is they work for with their fine arts degree. So now, with that said, so Mamdani comes along and sells them a fantasy. You don't have to pay your landlord rent. You don't have to pay for bus rides and train rides. You don't have to pay for your food. You don't have to pay your student loans. You know what? I want to do that too. Can I go back to school? Right? That's the fantasy that he's selling to these kids. And that's the word that we got to get out to our new generations, that it is not feasible. It is a fantasy. It is not reality. Now, when I come out to speak, something Curtis and I have in common is, right? I know Curtis a long time. I met him when I was a young officer running around the trains, like on the F train in the Lower East Side, right? And we did the same things. We fought crime. One thing I know about Curtis is he's like me. I don't talk like a politician. I'm not a politician. I'm your neighbor. I'm a PTA president. I'm a U.S. Marine. I'm an NYPD police officer. I'm a street cop. I'm an undercover cop. And that's what Curtis is. He's our neighbor. He's our neighbor. And so this is what I would like from each and every one of you tonight. When you get home, you tell 2 friends and tell them to tell 2 friends. Yes, we do have the votes to win, and we are going to win. So we can get some common sense back into New York City. Curtis will fight them from here, and I'll fight them from Albany, along with my colleagues over here. I see Michael, Alec over there, Lester over there. I see everybody down here. We stand strong, you know what? And there's a couple of Democrats, too, in South Brooklyn that we get along great with. I'm not going to name names, right? But you know who they are, too. But you know what? Everybody's envious of South Brooklyn. Why? Because we want the same things. All the electeds want the same things, and we can work together. The Republicans and the Democrats, doesn't matter, because we want to protect what we have. This is a great neighborhood. I love Brooklyn. I love everybody, and thank you very much.
Before we continue with our honored speakers, on behalf of myself and the event chairman, Liam McCabe, if you are now, or you have ever been a district leader, if you are the leader of a political club, if you are a member of the Republican Party Executive Committee, would you kindly rise so that we could say that